have suddenly come out in numbers to support the junior chiefs, raising the roof for Zambia supporters. Have suddenly come out in numbers to support the junior chiefs, raising the semi-finals. Badly done by Solomon Sakala. Yet another throw-in, but Sakala this time wins this throw-in. So that's the TP Mazembe president, Moise Katumbi, who's part of the audience here, the president of Mazembe, who've been action over the weekend in the CAF Champions League. Of course, Mazembe losing out in the Super Cup against Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. 1-0 that match ended in South Africa. So Solomon Sakala just urging his teammates to up their game. The likes of Mwepo have been busy B, and of course Mwepo was the man of the match in the 6-1 win by the Zambians over Mali. In the second game, of course Majaman also, the number 7 South Africans involved in some discussion there. So this match has suddenly brought in a lot of local and foreign dignitaries. It has created and generated a lot of interest. Just for the boys on, and good play by South Africa, just doing safety first there with Mukumela. A sense of urgency being applied by the Zambians now. Musonda was hoping to create some space, push the ball a bit and maybe shoot from that position. A shoot on side policy maybe that has been given by coach Beston Chambeshi. Extension. Zambia now with a chance to shoot from there. Not a bad foot coming through from Edward Chilufya. So Chilufya just hoping to shoot from there, but again from that position I think he needed to move a bit to the left, knowing that he's a natural left-footed player. So we are slowly marching to the 45th minute, half-time minutes, but however it is two conflicts between Zambia and South Africa. So for Zambia, the last time they beat South Africa at the under-20 level takes us to 2007 in that round 2 qualifier match that was played on October 22, and Zambia beats South Africa 2-0. Even as they take this shot, Tembo and Sebastian Mwansa scored the 2 goals for the junior opponent in the 20th and 58th minute of that match. So Beston Chambeshi, that's not a pleased man. You can see his expression on the face. Because no coach should be happy going slowly to the half-time break with such a scoreline, especially when you're playing at home. The pressure is suddenly on Zambia. Majaman appeals for a corner and it is given. So South Africa get a corner in the closing stages of this first half. A lot of scouts also have come through to just see the best of African youth football. Just to scout for some talent that may probably be signed on. Now corner for South Africa. Brought in, and the decision going off against South Africa. The challenge that came through from Kanyiso Eric Mayo. But of course hoping to boot from that position was Tendo Mukumera. But by that time also for the foul that was committed had already gone through. So a few moments ago, we saw Edward Chilufya, who only finished his high school education last year. One of the youngest players in this Zambian side, taking a shot just outside the 18. Of course, Chilufya was at Mungwi Secondary School that has produced a lot of football players in terms of Zambian football as well. Chambeshi, the Zambia coach, was part of the 1988 Seoul Olympic squad that saw Zambia beat Italy 4-0. One of the games that was played there before Zambia were given a beating by the Germans. Daka brought down. Play will be stopped. But it looks good that just for the Zambian perspective that you'll be able to continue play. So this Malepe Daka fight will continue for the rest of this evening in terms of them trying to outdo the other. Clearance by the Zambians from Solomon Sakala, but it's South Africa who have an advantage with the throw-in. Maybe a chance for them to have a long throw-in to be brought into the box. So Mukumela with the throw-in for South Africa. And the defense, Mwepu, Chilufya, Maembe. Extension of play from the Zambians, but good cover also coming through from South Africa through Mbata. And Zambia will probably the last attack as we are slowly approaching 45 minutes of this match. The additional time chance now for Zambia, and the offside flag had gone up from first assistant the Mauritanian match official against Patson Daka. So Daka just slightly, imagine a bit ahead of the South African defense. You see, certainly be an energy sapping first half for the likes of Malepe as well. Photo of the chaos. So we're going to play 1 minute of additional time here. It's one first half that has seen very good stoppages, except for one where we saw Mpoto receiving some treatment. But now Zambia feeling they can get something in the closing exchanges of this match. And they get a free kick a few centimeters near the box, and it was Patson Daka sending them to I mean, it's easy here with the match official Semeo, but there it was a clear right call by the Tunisian match official because Mutetwa did not make contact with the ball, clearly beaten by Patson Daka. So Mutetwa there is being encouraged by his teammates, the Orlando Pirates defender. So two Zambia players lining up, looks like it's going to be a three-man human war as we've already played the 1 minute of additional time, but probably the last kick, Singh and Majaman on the wall. Mayo looks like he's going to join them as well. So two players for the Zambians. And that a right-footed player will be the best one, and it did, and a good one. Only that at the near post, the South Africans defend very well. So we've got a corner. We'll wait and see if that one will come through. It was well taken, and that slight touch just making sure it goes up for yet another corner from Mukwena. So probably the last chance or effort for the Zambians, and from this end it's Prosper Chiluya yet again. Got it into the box, goalkeeper's come out and it's beaten, and what's the decision here? And that's the last action here with 45 minutes played plus an extra 1 minute. Scoreless, these two teams heading at the halftime break. It's been one exciting first half. And of course, at halftime here at the National Euro Stadium, it is Zambia nil and South Africa nil. So a lot of discussion happening as the two teams head to the dressing room. Mukwena and Singh. Not forgetting Mukwena, the number 18, at some point was given chance, but his shot just going past this. The Zambians are always the last to leave the playing surface and just seeking for divine intervention. So, in terms of summation of how the first half statistics have been, 51% ball possession for South Africa, and of course, two times Zambia has been caught on the offside. But the most important statistic, it is Zambia nil and South Africa nil at halftime. Zambia nil and South Africa nil at halftime in the semi-final one of the Under-20 CAF Total Africa Cup of Nations. So one of the great entertainers of in terms of Zambian music, Alice Charlie, just part of the entertainment that is being offered here. So the two sides will have to come back with some inspired performance, because remember, after the end of this match has to be decided, and that team will march into the finals of the 2017 Total Africa Cup of Nations. So should the match end on a stalemate after 90 minutes, then we're in for another 15 minutes of each half of additional time. So the South Africans, the likes of Tewa Mukwena and Mbata, just having a final discussion there. Of course, there must have been a lot of talking in the dressing rooms from the two coaches. You feel that there must have been some serious hair dry treatment by the coaches, Thabo Sonoy and Beston Chambesh for the Zambians. And again, it is Solomon Sakala, the likes of Patson Daka coming through. Mayembe, the first half, one or two incidents when the right back position was somewhat breached. So the next 45 minutes in the face of victory or defeat for either Zambia or South Africa, but a win for either side means that we're march into the finals of the 2017 Total Under-20 AFCON. The fans have obviously come out and having these 6 p.m. matches, somewhat a rare phenomenon in terms of Zambian football, because matches tradition in Zambia kick off at 3 p.m. But the fans are not disappointed by coming through to be part of the audience here, or spectators at the National Hero Stadium in Lusaka, Zambia. So Solomon Sakala, the former Lusaka Youth Soccer Academy product, just urging his teammates to get into the right frame, and for Mangani Banda, the Zanaco Football Club goalkeeper, part of the 2016 Zanaco squad that won the MCM FAS Super League, seeking divine intervention. So the majority of the Zambian players down on their feet, just seeking divine intervention. But for South Africa, they will also be hoping that the second half will probably be one that they'll get results. The likes of Eric Mayo yet again. So both Thabo Sonoy and Beston Chambeshi still parading what they gave us as their first 11. No changes made on either side, even as we head into the second half. And Selmi, the Tunisian match official, just making sure everything is in place as it is. South Africa will be getting us underway for the second half, shooting from the left to the right on your screens. Good interchange of passes. South Africa yet again start out of the box. Mbata stopped by Shemi Mayembe. Actually avoidance or not. Come out now. Good chance control and a handball. So second time Luther Singh handball. So in trying to control the ball, Luther Singh twice now. You can see there it is. He was actually spot on, and maybe question marks about how the Zambian defense is lining up and keeping out Luther Singh there. At the back, South Africa will start with Impoto. This on the point. South Africa will receive it. Good header. It was intended, that cross was intended for Kanyiso Eric Mayo Mwepu. The one back position with Shemi Mayembe, and what is done in the midfield by Zambia. You can imagine what instructions must have come through from the two teams' coaches. But we're able to see how Thabo Sonoy's instruction manual, or Beston Chambe's instruction manual, actually spelled out rules at halftime, or maybe what tactics needed to be employed getting into the second half. One thing for sure is that both teams will want to employ a sense of urgency. Chiluya, Prosper, the product of the Kanyama Real Raiders Academy. So So a foul committed on Chiluya. But here again, we've not seen any caution in form of a yellow card, apart from the talking words that are coming through from referee Selmi. So Wiseman Meiwa going in strong on Chiluya. So 10 players back. Basically everyone has come back for the South Africans to defend this one. Chip in the box at the far post, and South Africa will clear. Sakala, Solomon. Again, hoping to clear from behind Zambia. Mistake. One thing the Zambians are not doing is that each time they've got the ball, they're building up at the back, for instance, with some passes. They seem to just want to put the ball forward. Mwepu adds way to Zambia's attack now. Let's see what the Zambians are able to. Mwepu shoots from, and that's exactly where Zambia is losing out, because surely if there were one or two players on the far right, that would have come through in terms of a good build-up. So mistake, pressure at the back by Mnyondo. And we've got a corner for South Africa with only 3 minutes played in the second half. So Nyonde a bit under pressure there, the Ghana Youth Academy defender. South Africa can benefit from this corner depending on how to take it. So seeing this time around, we've seen a lot of those corners being taken by North and Nature Ngogo, especially when it comes to the left wing, but seeing now will be the one to get this one for the South Africans. It's now brought into the box, and again for the South Africans on the other side, you can see there are too many green shirts. When they've got a set piece in form of a corner, in that case they seem to be lacking in terms of numbers, and that has made it easy for the Zambians to clear their lines. So we're seeing Luther, who got that shot, but nothing to worry. Banda. Again, Zambia lose out on possession. South Africa come. Boyd Musonda. There's so much talk heading to this evening's game. His club, Zanaco, requesting to have his services, or rather released after this evening's match, so that he could join them in the Saturday encounter where Zanaco will be playing against Young Africans of Tanzania in the Total CAF Champions League first leg that will be played in Dar es Salaam on Saturday. Porto to the left now. This is Malepe. Play will be stopped for that foul committed by South Africa. Quick start by the Zambians. Leading pass now. Let's look at this. And too much was intended to get Fashion Sakala, but good cover. They are about two defenders, the central defense pairing of Sandile Mtetwa, and of course with Tendo Mukumela coming in to help out in the central defense that the South Africans are operating on, not giving chance to Sakala. Chiluya taken out by Nota Nature Ngogo, the former Amajimbo's defender. It's brought into the box, and no one following up that. Somewhat didn't look very dangerous, but maybe a bit of movement from Zambia players could destabilize the defense there. But they watched that cross come through, and easy pickings for Porto. Bata takes a throw in now. Majaman for South Africa. Good play. Chance for them to bring in a cross, and keep it in play through Luther Singh. So seeing the last two games, it seems they've read so much, having a hat-trick. Or rather 2 goals and another 2 in the other subsequent matches. They seem to have read out his moves very well. But you can't write him off, the Sporting Braga striker. He was once playing in the Swedish league. Prior to him moving to Sporting Braga. It was actually the second division of the Swedish league. They are not completely clear. Luther Singh comes down to help out the defending. It's always a cagey affair when Zambia and South Africa meet at any stage of any competition, but the break is on now by South Africa. And safety first done by Boyd Nsonda. So substitution to be made by South Africa. They're taking off the number 17, Kanyiso Eric Mayo, and his place being taken by the number 19, Kotisang. I'll tell you what, Kotisang has always come in as a substitute, and he has not disappointed. Last time he came in as a substitute for South Africa in the game that South Africa beat Sudan by 3-1, and he created the 2 goals, the goal number 2 and number 3 that were scored by South Africa. So Kotisang in for Mayo as the first change that South Africa is making, and of course Kotisang plays his football with Platinum Stars in South Africa. So second corner for South Africa in the second half. As the South Africans continue piling up pressure on the Zambian defense. You see the frustration on the face of Mangani Banda. So corner for South Africa, and Nota Nature Ngobo with the corner for South Africa. They take a short one. But again, miscommunication, and they lose out on this one. They were hoping to do an interchange of passes between Ngobo and Mbata. But that coordination did not work. So throw in for Zambia here again, and in terms of under 20 meetings between Zambia and South Africa, it will be interesting if this game does go into extra time. It will be the first time that a match between these two sides of the AFCON under 20 will have to be decided in extra time, because many a times it's just been decided in terms of the game itself, 90 minutes being decided with one winner coming through. Of course, during the COSAPA tournament, we've seen Zambia and South Africa push the game to extra time. Interesting results you've seen since 1995, the first time that Zambia and South Africa met at the under-20 level. Good turning now by Patson Daka. Trying to go through a cluster of players, and the right call by the referee, because advantage Zambia as Daka was stopped in his tracks. He just comes out of the block, this Patson Daka. Zambia will not wait to place the ball in the right spot. Take it the far right. Cross will be good, good dummy. But again, good cover. So first corner for the Zambians in the second half. So Zambia nil, South Africa nil, and Zambia got a corner in the second half. The first one. With 10 minutes left in the second half. So a bit of tough talking words there coming through between Mwepu and Malepe. So both of them have been caught here by referee. Said, I'm not going to have anything of this, otherwise I'll send you out. So Mwepu and Malepe have to play it cool there. Corner in the meantime, and it's Zambia with this advantage through Prosper Chiluya. It's got to the box, and Mwepu rising unmarked. So question marks about how the South African defense had organized themselves. You can see about 3 South African players not picking up Mwepu, and what a glorious opportunity that the Zambians have missed. We've not seen much so far in the second half from this far on your screen, Mbata. But Singh has certainly helped out in terms of bringing his defensive skills in this South African side. Zambia take it out now. Daka versus Michael. Goalkeeper's thrown out in Porto, and that's why they are caught the last man or the last person in the line of defense. So foul on Emmanuel Banda by Majaman, the Urban Warriors Cape Town midfielder. So one player is down for South Africa off your screens, and player will be stopped. And it is Mbata who needs a bit of treatment. He was voted man of the match in the last game that South Africa played against Sudan. In fact, he scored the third goal for Amajita, the big player, and the stretcher is going to be called in. So Mbata, one of those graduates from the Amajimbos, which is the South Africa under-17 side. So in total, Mbata has represented, in terms of the under-17 and under-20 national teams, in total, he's playing his 33rd match. So the Zambian Republican President, Edgar Chagwalungu, with the First Lady, Madam Esther Lungu on the right, CAF President Issa Hayatu, also part of it, First President Andrew Kamanga, and the Zambian Sports Minister Moses Mawere, part of the VI people in the VIP. On the far left is the TP Mazembe President Moise Katumbi. Of course, sitting next to him is the Zambia presidential spokesperson, that's Amos Chanda. So Mbata has been stretched off. This should be able to worry this man Thabo Sonoe. He does know how important Mbata is to his side. Of course, Thabo Sonoe is one of the assistants for Bafana, the other one being Owen Dagama. South Africa defend, but only just now. Zambia comes second time with Emmanuel Banda. Good play by Zambia, good turning, and a free kick. A good position for Zambia, but Zambia so far disappointed in terms of taking these set pieces from such positions. So let's see what the second half and halftime tech talk could have come through from coach Beston Chambish regarding how to take chances from such a position. It was Daka brought down by Sandy Lemchetwa. The South Africans are putting up as many as 5 players in Porto, shouting out instructions to his defense. 5 players on the human wall for South Africa. You can see Porto has to literally scream. But again on the other side, Solomon Sakala, Prosper Chiluya, also involved in a bit of chop there. At a point, just coming to destabilize the human wall that the South Africans have put up, and so is Solomon Sakala. Wetmisonda shoots, and what a wasted chance by the Zambians. So this is the second time we're seeing Boyd Musonda. In fact, 3 times. All of them off target according to my counts. Maybe a change in terms of personnel to take such set pieces will be good for the Zambians. So played 15 minutes in the second half. Still Zambia nil and South Africa nil here at the National Heroes Stadium in Lusaka, Zambia, in the first semi-final of the 2017 Total Under-20 African Cup of Nations. So in terms of the first meeting between these two sides at the Africa Cup, it takes us back to Morocco in 1997. A game that was played on the 28th of March, and South Africa beat Zambia 2-1. And the Zambians bowed out at group stage after finishing third. South Africa lost 1-0 to Morocco in the final in the Amajita's tournament debut. Sakala, fashion. They recently signed with Spartak Moscow in the Russian league. Now South Africa come with Kodisan, Majaman. Was hoping to provide a splitting pass to Luther Singh, but cut out by the Zambians. Fashion Sakala. So got the first booking, and it is Majaman who goes into the referee's book. In fact, in the last game again, Grant Majaman did get a yellow card as South Africa beats Sudan 3-1. So there it was, Musonda with a cross, and Majaman going in strong. He was nowhere to get into that ball. So Musonda receiving some treatment in the meantime, and so Majaman into the referee's book. We did think at some point that the referee was cut shy, but alas, he has proved otherwise in this second half. So Majaman becoming the first player. He has to be very careful. In the meantime, Zambia preparing. Well, it's not a change. In fact, it's Fashion Sakala who had gone out also to receive some treatment. Shiluya. Zambia, Mwepu, good turning, too much holding on to the ball, and he loses out on possession. One too many times has allowed the South Africans to come back and recover. Throw in Zambia. So these players have somewhat been accustomed to wet conditions in the last few games that they've played, but this time around the heavens have not opened. Zambia on the attack. Second time now. The pass is good. Let's see what the Zambians have provided. It's got inside, and this one just goes wide. So Beston with pace. Well, the Zambians on the far right. And it was Enoch Mwepu. Combining well, he actually did leave it. And it was Shemi Maembe who provided that cross. You ask yourself whether that was a cross or he was intending to go for goal. Shiluya. Boyd Musonda. Too much power behind that ball. He was in Mbata. To the right, Kodisan. In the box they've entered. It's a good position for the South Africans to shoot from there. Bata, Kodisan, testing and cheesing Solomon Sakala, Mwepu, and too much wanted to do an interchange of passes there with Fashion Sakala. Zambia come away with Prosper Shiluya. Good turning in the meantime by South Africa, and quite a good pass. This looks promising for South Africa. Kodisan, and the easy one at the near post. What's the chance by South Africa's Kodisan? And easy kickings for Mangari Banda. So still scoreless here between Zambia and South Africa. And Zambia will get a throw in here. So Zambia, Junior Chipolopolo nil, and Amajit of South Africa nil. Zambia's whipping across, and it's another bad effort from Fashion Sakala. So the South African defense almost caught napping there. What a let off for the South Africans. Not a bad effort, and equally good cross. And you can see beaten in that error challenge was Mukumera. Fashion Sakala connecting. He knows he could have done something better from that position. Not a bad effort from Sakala though. So photo frustration showing, and got a yellow card. So second one this afternoon for the South Africans, and Impoto joins Majaman in the referee's book. That's Impoto denying a beat in terms of getting the result at goal kick. Manganibanda hasn't been tested so far in this second half, but South Africa have got a chance to do so from this set piece. And what a good save by Manganibanda. So this one was headed for goal, but Manganibanda saved pair of hands for the Zambians. Let's look at it for the second time. Expertly taken by Mukumela, and Manganibanda equal to the task. Because Banda coming from a family of goalkeepers. His older brother Philip is also a goalkeeper with Nassau Stars in the MTN Fast Super League. So Nota Ngobo with the corner and a chance for the Zambians to recover from this one. Maybe a chance for the South Africans to reflect on how best maybe they can get that out. But tense moment for the Zambians. Look at how this corner came through, and that push on Manganibanda from Luther Singh. But what an expertly taken free kick, eluding the defense, and Manganibanda equal to the task. Zambia viewed Mwepu. They take it back again, Zambia. Boyd Msonda. Mistake by the number 12, in fact, Emmanuel Banda for Zambia. Advantage Zambia. And only now does Zambia take the ball out through Prosper Chiluya. But for Sanai, you would obviously be uploading the pressure that the Amajit filing on the junior Chipolo Polo. Looks like it may just be a game that will produce a very slender scoreline, because in previous matches that South Africa has played, and also Zambia, at this stage you probably would have had some goals that have come through. So high boot there from Boyd Msonda and Luther Singh. From here again, the best person to get this one may be Luther Singh. Ashon Sakara's dropped down. Now Manganibanda again being put to the test. There's also Nota Ngobo, the number 2 for South Africa, to get it. It's taken inside the box, chance for South Africa, and this one goes wide. Wow! What a let off for the Zambians there. And marked at the far post was Sandile Mtetwa. Surely that was rather poor marking by the Zambians. Here again, it came in at the far post and no one picking up Sandile Mtetwa. But what a good free kick that came through from Luther Singh. No one in the Zambian defense following it up, and the Zambians survive. For how long they will, wait and see. South Africa can come to the right with Mukumela. Luther Singh turning, brought inside, chance now for South Africa, it's brought inside, and they followed their chance. Will the South Africans ever score, surely? Wow! Mbata of all the people, and the Zambian defense is being torn apart here. Look at this movement. 4 Zambians not picking up any South African player. It's brought inside the box. Good pass and good play by Majaman. An equally good pass that came through from Mukwena. And what a missed chance. You can see the disappointment by Mbata. He surely should have done better, the Beats player. So the Zambian fans calling for a change, even as South Africa leads in terms of ball possession, 51%. With 4 shots on goal for Zambia. So in the last 5 minutes, the South Africans have come close to scoring what would have been the first goal this afternoon, heading to the evening of this first semi-final. And again, the Zambian defense being exploited here, throwing with that ball taken out by Moses Nyondo. Good play by South Africa in the box. They seem to play some exciting passes in the box. But Zambia again, let's see what the reaction will be. They've been under siege in the last 5 minutes. Daka now. This is Malepe, but Daka shooting using his weaker left. Yet Malepe just next to him. Mistake by Zambia. Mbata, teasing and turning. Wants to get some support, loses out of possession. Chance now for Zambia. Mwepu brings it inside. And that intervention not allowing Zambia to go forward. So this one has certainly changed the attacking phase. They were setting on a high, this South African under 20 side, but now Sakala Pasha shoots on the ball, not a bad effort. So wanting to take things personal of Pasha Sakala, but on the left it was Patson Daka who was calling for the ball. So South Africa again start at the back with Tertius Malepe. Porto. Back to his keeper Malepe. The long clearance from the former Dube Beds defender. Of course, Swallows have in the recent past also produced players like Siaro Nganongvete, who has Lepasi Sulupa also has played for Morocco Swallows. Exciting outfit the way during their heydays in the South African Premium Soccer League, Swallows. Now, chance for Zambia, splitting pass to the right. This looks good for the Zambians. Brought inside, and no one to finish up that one. So into the last 16 minutes, still scoreless between Zambia and South Africa in this semi-final one. Mwepu turning and we get thrown for Zambia after Shemi Mayembe have been brought down. The Polo anthem from the local fans coming out aloud here in this magnificent National Hero Stadium. Such a free kick for Zambia. A few centimeters inside the South African half. No one to pitch that one, and doing safety first in South Africa for a corner through Mukumela. So it's about concentration levels you can see from Umpoto from both sides. It's at this stage where one mistake and you're buried. Shiru from the corner, South Africa defend well. Danger not completely cleared. Now the break is on from South Africa. As to whether they've got enough numbers, we'll see. But again, too much power behind the ball, and South Africa thereby losing out. Possession turned over. To far left, Zambia. Spinning past and what's the chance by Zambia there? So 75 minutes of this match, still scoreless between Zambia and South Africa. We're slowly heading to the last 15 minutes of this match. Sakala, fashion, cuts inside, right in front of the referee. Enough evidence for Sakala to win Zambia free kick, and it will always be Wiseman Meiwa. So Sakala just taking things personal. Two players have been booked. Porto being put to the test. It's brought into the box, chance. Goalkeeper comes out, and an offside against Zambia. So the flag from the second assistant, or the first assistant already gone out, but Porto went on to bury that one, and it was Fashion Sakala who had moved to try to connect that one, so thereby receives a knock on the head. So the two coaches, you can see there's so much activity on the technical area. On the far, you can see the likes of Helman Makerere just having a word with Majaman. The same can be said on the other side, where the Zambian bench is also busy. So South Africa is seemingly growing in terms of confidence, but Zambia, especially in the second half, have allowed the South Africans to come at them. So Fashion Sakala has been stretched off after receiving that knock from Porto. It will not be good news should he not be able to continue his play. You can see, looks like he's in pain. But in the meantime, based on Chambeshi, having a word with Kenneth Kalunga, maybe an indication that a change will be made by the Zambians. The Zambians loving seeing themselves in front of the screen. So change is going to be made, and Zambia are making their first change, withdrawing Emmanuel Banda and Kenneth Kalunga, who is on the books of ICAST FC in Denmark, being introduced. The former Gomez player, but now based in Denmark, coming in as Zambia's first change. So an attacking player in for yet another one. So Banda today not seeing action up to the end. He did come in as the first change for Zambia in the last game against Egypt, in which Zambia beat Egypt 3-1. So it looks like if this game does not produce a winner, then we're here for another 30 minutes, 15 in each half of additional time. But still a long way to go for either side to get something. Malepe to decide, and good cover by the Amajita captain. Quick start by Zambia. Mwepu, the former Kafio Celtic player. He'll be playing his second season at Napsa Stars, having made the move from Power Dynamos. Mwepu, and this one takes the back. Hits across. My words, it did hit the post, and South Africa survived. Wow! Let's look at it. Mwepu, and that clearance just hitting the far post. That clearance coming through from Nota Nature Ngobo. So for the first time, we've seen what would have been the first goal, but the upright feeling otherwise. Majaman, thrown in by South Africa. Mukumela. Kodisan. And what's the decision here? Against South Africa. So both teams putting in some. What I've liked is that even as we are approaching the end of this match, no team has somewhat decided to take things easy. But that's a chance a few minutes ago appears from Ngobo off the body of Mwepu, resulting into what would have been the first goal this evening. So Mangani Banda with the clearance for Zambia. Mid of the park. And Solomon Sakala wanted to plead innocence, the Zambian captain. That high challenge that came through from the former Bowling Youth Academy product. So too much And what's the chance by the South Africans? You can see apologies being given there by Kodisan, the Platinum Stars player. Because Platinum Stars has changed names in the recent past. They were once called what was the name? Well, let me try to remember. Splitting pass. So we've seen so many stoppages in this second half. Switch play to the right and too much power behind that ball. So Kalunga's first contribution was hoping to stop that one, but with a lot of power behind that ball. And maybe these two teams have resigned to having this match going to extra time. But we've seen goals being scored at the end or towards with probably the last kick of the match. Solomon Sakala, long clearance. It's been a tough period for both these sides. They've been subjected to tough matches, especially for South Africa, who needed to win their last game to confirm a place into the semi-finals, thereby finishing second behind Senegal in Group B. And for Zambia, it was 3 out of 3, but they came up against strong opposition in the form of Mali, Guinea, and of course Egypt. To certainly be able to, it'll be interesting to see how these two teams will perform should it go to extra time, because they've not been stretched that far to go and play an extra 30 minutes despite having put up extra shifts and great performance in the 90 minutes of play. Mwepo Maembe now the box. Kalunga with the ball control, which was good, hoping to connect first time, but the eye-caster midfielder, not a lot of power behind that ball. So play somewhat slowing down in terms of these two sides as we are slowly approaching the last 5 minutes of this match. Zambia have made one change and so have South Africa. Foul committed by Luther Singh. Maybe frustration creeping in the Amajita striker. Chiluya for Zambia. And again, it's South Africa advantage. Majaman. Good switch play by South Africa to the left, but Zambia regain and get composure. And a bit of sloppy play from both sides, especially in the middle of the park. Sakala, Solomon with the long clearance forward, looking for Daka. At the back, South Africa do a good job with Tetwa. Ajaman. Zambia now, Sakala, there's it square chance now, opportunity for them to take a second shot, and this one just goes wide. What? So personal championship may be feeling that something might give towards the end of this match. So we're slowly getting to the end of this match with 86 minutes played overall. We had 1 minute of additional time in the first half. In the meantime, South Africa got a chance with this attack. Teasing and turning, brought inside. Zambia defends, but only for now, because South Africa again wants to get something out of here. Daka, Patson, good turning by the FC the Ephraim striker. Mwepu, long searching ball. This looks good for the Zambians. It's 3 against 3. Brought it to the box. Chance for Zambia and connection not made. So the foul in the meantime committed by Fashion Sakala on Sandy Lemtetwa. But what a breakaway that we saw from the Zambians. It was brought inside Malepe and Sandy Lemtetwa, somewhat ball watching. Slowly proving to be end-to-end stuff. Maembe to decide for Zambia. He's got Mbata. Look at Maembe winning the tussle. Too much power behind that ball. And only now South Africa are trying to clear with their captain Tertius Malepe. So the newly introduced Kenneth Kalunga, been injured, but looks like we'll be able to continue to play, and there'll be no need maybe for the team medics to be called in. So Tawas Onoi, his team has stretched the Zambians to the end, because the last time these two sides had met in that friendly and also in the Kosafa, at this stage we had the Zambians who had a goal or so. But now the story is very different here at the National Heroes Stadium. Players by Zambia. Malepe. So Mokoena brought down there by Kenneth Kalunga. At some point he's turning out to be very physical this match. Mangani Banda for Zambia. Nyondo. Now South Africa got some space here and kept into play. There's one unmarked player calling for the ball for the South Africans, but defensive work at play from the Zambians. Let's see the reaction. Now Sakala falls, didn't have enough support, and Matson Daka led to arrive on the scene. Clearly these two sides know each other very well, and that explains why up to this stage we're not seeing any goals. Fashion Sakala and throw in for Zambia. Good tackle coming through from Tendo Mukumela also. Quickly taken now. Didi Darlings. Chance for Boydimson, a shot, and this one goes wide. So we're going to play 2 minutes of additional time here. It must be very frustrating and disappointing for the local fans who have somewhat become accustomed that come the 90th minute Zambia would have been leading. For instance, in the case of Guinea 1-0 in the first game. Of course, the second game where Zambia was leading at this stage, it was 6-1 against Mali, and of course 3-1 in the last game at this stage against Egypt. Sakala Solomon with a throw-in for Zambia. A serious sense of urgency being applied by the Zambians. They know that time is not their best friend, but they also feel that they can get something at this stage. For South Africa, it's about keeping the ball out of that area. Zambians allow it to bounce with Moses Nyondo. This decision going against the Amajita. Boyd Msonda spreads the pass to Shemi Maembe. Chance now for Zambia. Opportunity to shoot from there. And what a good save by Porto. A decisive one. And Daka Professor has found his shooting boots. Mwepo. Good turning. So we played 1 minute, getting to the second minute slowly, but what a chance that we saw a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago from the Zambians. Chiluya. Mwepo. Chance now for Zambia to get something here. Opportunity. and the ball bounces off the feet. So it's a situation of South Africa holding their own in these last few seconds rather. Zambia again come with Solomon Sakala. Kenneth Kalunga shoots from afar and they waste the chance. So the 2 minutes are up, but this is the chance that could have somewhat changed everything. Daka turning there. And at the far post, but what a great save by Mpoto. And that's the more reason why we're going to play extra time here at the National Heroes Stadium. Of course, scoreless between Zambia and South Africa in the semi-final one of the 2017 Total Under 20. So we're going to play 15 minutes. We're going to play 15 minutes in each half. But what a 90 minutes of play that we did see. So we can confirm at 90 minutes full time, it has ended Zambia nil and South Africa nil. We're headed into extra time. So another 30 minutes awaits these players. And it will be about whether these players have prepared themselves for an extra 30 minutes, 15 in each half. But again, what a good serve that came through from Mangani Banda. It was the first real scare that the South Africans provided. A nicely taken free kick by Mokoena and an equally good serve from Mangani Banda, just firing that one over the bar. So again, South Africa continued piling up pressure, especially in the opening exchanges of this second half. Majaman brought inside, and surely of all the players, Mbata, with the ease of tasks to simply put that one into the net. It was easier to score than to miss. And what good turning by Majaman. Another extension that came through from South Africa in form of Mokoena. And you can see the frustration by the young big-faced midfielder. Now the Zambians on the other side also created some chance. And this one just hitting the upright, and what a missed chance for the Zambians. You can see Mwempo was probably thinking that one was going to land behind the back of the net, but it wasn't to be. And the Napsa Stars midfielder feeling that maybe today things were not going Zambia's way at that stage. But this chance from Patson Daka in additional time, this first minute of the additional 2 minutes, as Malepe was beaten there, and what a good save from Mpoto. So the South African defense there beaten, appeals for a handball from the likes of Sandile Mtetwa, but Mpoto leaving nothing to chance and saving that situation. So just more motivation coming through. Tabo Sonoe was having a word with his team. And again, Besson Chambeshi in the middle of this circle that the Zambians have made. That's Fashion Zakala. Today it's been a tough one for him. He's managed to free himself from the South African defense, but nothing has come through. You can see Chambeshi now there with his assistant on the right, Buton Kubamsonda. He's giving out some final instructions. Nyondo and his defense pair of Mayembe and Prosper Chiluya also there. So it's about how long in terms of endurance levels both teams will be able to go, because maybe if you are not playing for the next 30 minutes, it will certainly be a busy day in the extra time. So Malepe has having a word there with his defensive player at the back in Mukumela. But Mbata, the number 8, had a chance to vary this game, and that didn't happen. So that's the more reason why we're going to go another 30 minutes here at the National Heroes Stadium. No one is moving, and I reckon it's the same wherever you're watching this semi-final clash. So Mpoto with a decisive serve, denying the Zambians with what would have been the last chance for Zambia, and showing why he's been the first choice goal custodian for the South Africans at this 2017 Total tournament. So Chiluya and Daka also involved in a thick of deep in the discussion. So yet again, it is Malepe and Sakala Solomon to decide where to start from. And it's Zambia, from the look of things, will be shooting from the left to the right, and South Africa in the opposite direction. Nobo has been taking most of the corners in this semi-final. Just having a word with the likes of us as the Tertius Malepa as the captain. On the other side, Solomon Sakala having a word with the Kenneth Kalunga. The only change that Zambia has made thus far, that saw Kalunga come in for Emmanuel Banda. So we are in for another 30 minutes, and should a win or not be decided after the 30 minutes, then we go straight into the dreadful post-match penalties. So it's Zambia that will get us underway for this first of the 15 minutes additional time, because 30 minutes of additional time, but Zambia will start. So referee Samil gets us underway for the first half of the additional 30 minutes. Of course, we're talking of 30 minutes here. That will decide who will qualify to the finals that will be played on Sunday at this venue at 6 p.m. Zambia now with Mwepu. Chiluya. Fashion Sakala. Kalunga loses out. It's actually Edward Chiluya, number 40 for Zambia. Zambia loses out in terms of possession. South Africa will want to clear this one out of that area. Long searching ball looking for Luther Singh. Majaman for Amajita. Cuts inside. This looks promising for South Africa. Got into the box, and Zambia with Nyondo just taking it out of that area. So good play by Majaman. Which side again? Zambia now clear with their captain Solomon Sakala. So yet again Zambia starting on the low in terms of what we saw also in the second half of this match, where the South Africans came out on a high and forcing the Zambians to play in their own half. Mukumela lining up to take this one. Also for those long throw-ins into the box, but this time around, tries just to dip it there. It's good for South Africa. Chance to shoot from here, and what a good blockade. So the Zambians have been ball watching. Let's see what Boyd Musono will be able to offer. Sandile Mtetwa. Good cover for South Africa. Zambia switching play to the right, and they stopped in their tracks. Mwepu. It's one and much player at the far left there. Fashion Sakala for Zambia. It's deeply studied into commentary. Solomon Sakala provides the pass. Mukumela, and he wins the throw in for South Africa. Luther Singh. The team medics look like they'll be caught in, but Luther will be able to continue to play. Combined efforts of Boyd Musonda and Solomon Sakala just bringing down Luther Singh. And Singh is complaining that there was a high boot that was raised there. Or brothers, there's a let. You can see the complaints continue from Luther Singh that was stamped on by one of the Zambian players. Sakala Solomon players. Mwepu throw in for Zambia. It's becoming more and more frustrating for either side here as they have failed to penetrate the setup that the others put up in this semi-final. Zambia switches play to the right. Kenneth Kalunga. Maembe. Shemi. Chance now for Zambia. Solomon Saka. Well, that was a fashion, and we've got a corner, the first one in this extra time. So Maembe brought in a cross, and what a missed chance from Patson Daga, who wanted to connect first time. Corner is taken. The far post, chance now, as danger was not completely cleared there. Given another chance, Kenneth Kalunga for Zambia. Inside the box, and not so much power from that distribution from Kenneth Kalunga. South Africa now. Mbata wants to get some support. He gets it, but that intervention coming through added weight to the ball from Kenneth Kalunga. Mwepu. Sonda, Boyd. We've been accustomed to the same, it's certainly the same movement that we're seeing and build up from the Zambians. Maembe and Porto will benefit from that easy cross from Shemi Maembe. It was not anywhere near getting a Zambian player. Porto, because they are having a good game so far. The Super Sport Maxansansa goalkeeper. Kalunga, Kenneth. So another throw in after that clearance from Tertius Malepe. Maembe. Shemi with a throw-in. Not completely cleared, and it's a corner. So a bit of hesitation in terms of who to clear that ball between Tertius Malepe and his captain, Porto. You can see there's so much activity happening around Malepe and Patson Daka. Prosper Chiluya with a corner for Zambia. In swinger, goalkeeper comes out and collects unchallenged. So Porto not happy that he's been exposed. And sometimes been found in land as he commits himself to go out and get the ball. Zambia with Prosper Chiluya mistake, and this one player will be stopped because there's one Zambian player who will have to maybe get a bit of treatment, Solomon Sakala, but looks like he'll be able to continue to play. Of course, the vice captain for the Zambian side, we've seen in some instances Pasho Sakala has captained the team in the absence of Solomon Sakala. Now, South Africa with a cross, not a very comfortable ball, and danger not cleared, and this one will go against South Africa. So Mbata also and Luther Singh are interested parties in this agenda, pushing the agenda forward by going and trying to find themselves around that area and hoping to benefit from crosses that might come through either from the left or the right. But so far, it is South Africa that have been providing crosses mostly on the right. Now Zambia to shoot from here. Good turning. Chance now for Zambia. What are they trying to do there, surely? Edward Chilufya. Maybe Zambia today are not looking very confident and composed, especially when they find themselves in that area. Break is on now from Luther Singh. He's got Nyondo to negotiate with. And it's a throw in for South Africa. So again, Chilufya there. Daka turning, and what a missed chance for the Zambians. They found themselves in an area where they could have easily, with a lot of power behind the ball, have been talking about something different. So you can see Chambeshoka's not very happy with the way the proceedings are. But look at this chance. Edward Chilufya. What was he trying to do there? And for Sandile Mteto, it's about just that ball should not be around that area. There's also issues about sometimes when teams come on too strong. Zambia here, and good cover coming through at the back. Patson Daka finding up a lot of pressure on Mukumela. Daka, Patson takes it back to Chiluya. Much power behind that one. Chance for Marco, and a good save for Patson, opportunity, and it's balloons. Wow! What a missed chance by the Zambians. But across from Prosper Chiluya, good enough. And Mpotu saving the first one, but the second shot that comes through, not very impressive. Certainly, there'll be a lot of talking regarding that one. So, second change for South Africa. Siko Mbule comes in for Grant Majaman. So Mbule, the midfielder from Supersport United, coming in as the second change. An attacking midfielder, maybe trying to consolidate the midfield. So in extra time, still Zambia knew and South Africa knew. But what a chance the Zambians have just missed a few moments ago. It's something similar to what we saw in the second half when Mbata also found himself in a similar position and ballooned the ball. In fact, it was that same goal area. So whatever is happening there. Clearance by South Africa. But Luther Singh is very strong and will always put the likes of Solomon Sakala to the test. So certainly one long night for these players, regardless of the result for either side, because they've been stretched to play an extra and not planned for maybe 30 minutes. But South Africa now to bring in across with Nota. Someone just zooms past the Zambian goal area. Solomon Sakala, solo for Zambia. Goalkeeper's drawn out his line, Porto. So you can see already the newly introduced Mbule pulling the strings in the midfield for South Africa. Just edge the rest of his teammates to take things a bit easy. So the strong man, Malepe, who stands at 1.78 centimeters. Good height for a defender. Again, South Africa will start Mbata. Possession lost, Mwepu. 2 players for Zambia, 3 calling for the ball. Kalunga, hoping to shoot from there, and a decisive blockade coming through from South Africa. Sakala was hoping to get Prosper Chiluya. Now Shemi Maembe or rather it was Fashion Sakala. It's brought into the box, opportunity, and what a missed chance. Wow. And it was Edward Chirufya. So we're slowly coming to the end of the first half of additional time. Sakala now for Zambia. Porto will collect. Porto now has been forced to come out of his line, maybe because this time South Africa are going attack, they are committing more players. So 2 players down. Mondo, in fact it's so player has been stopped here at the Heroes Stadium. And you can see player will be stopped. So we believe there might have been tear gas that has been outside the stadium that has been sprayed. Tear gas canister. So player will be stopped. We believe once we get the confirmation, we'll be able to let you know the reason why player has been stopped. But for now, we believe it's tear gas that has made this match be stopped. So clearly, you can see the players now trying as much as possible to catch their breath, and they also cover their eyes and their nose. So what we're hearing is that some tear gas canister was sprayed outside the stadium, and that has come inside. So player will be stopped outside the stadium, and that has resulted in play being stopped in the meantime. So not too good, and this will somewhat slow down the tempo of the game. It's better for the players who are hoping to finish on a high. So you can see the Zambian, one of the 2 Zambian physiotherapists, Vania, just calling the Zambian bench to Zambian players to head to the Zambian bench. They've just been told to cover their noses. So it was towards the end of the first half that play has been stopped. So we'll wait to see what decision will come through. You can see also some fans are trying to, as much as possible, cover themselves. So player has been stopped here at the National Heroes Stadium. So Mbule, one of those players who came in as a first change. And wait what decision will be made regarding how this first half will end. But referee Sadok Selmi of Tunisia, just in consultation with the 4th official there, so a lot of consultation happening here, and let's see what will happen here. So it's like because it has happened towards the end of the first half. So we're going to still have to play the 1 minute that had remained before the end of the first half of this additional, or the extra time. So Malepe feeling that he may not be able to continue to play. The tear gas is coming out, or rather we need a bit of water here on the sidelines, and receiving one from the assistant coach for the Amajita, Helman Makerere. So the ref again instructing the 2 teams players to exit the pitch. Wow. So there's more consultation happening between that refereeing panel of Sadoki, Seomi, War, and Sose. So the commission also part of the proceedings here, Alim Konate Abubakar from Cameroon, and also the general coordinator from Mozambique. So a decision will be made regarding the match here. But of course, it was towards the end of the 15 minutes additional time that play was stopped. So a lot of consultation happening before we get to hear what decision will be made regarding this match. It's been a very close to call game between these two sides, and of course 26th meeting overall at any level between Zambia and South Africa, that is at the under 20 level. But what a way in which play has been stopped here at the Heroes Stadium in Lusaka. So referee, let's see what decision has been made by Selmi, a match official from Tunisia. As you can see, there's a bit of talk there happening. So the fans obviously wanting the game to proceed or continue, but it's the match officials that will have to decide whether this match will have to continue or not. So no one is moving, however, from the Heroes Stadium. They want to see this match come to an end. But maybe a chance for Feston Chambeshi just to issue out some instructions to the likes of Kenneth Kalunga, so that should play resume, everything should change. The same can be said the other side. And the South African players also stew around the Amajita Tekinko area. So it looks like play will be able to continue, but that will be official once we see the indication coming through from the match officials. There's so much consultation happening. So it's a game that has so far lived up to its bidding and true to a Southern African battle. Chances have come, but not converted from either side. So we're going to resume and continue play here after that stoppage that came as a result of some suspected tear gas that was thrown outside the stadium. So it's going to be a drop ball situation, and we are back here in terms of action here at the National Hero Stadium in Lusaka. Two scholars between Zambia and South Africa. Throw in Zambia, start their own half. Kalunga now for Zambia. This looks good for Zambia. Offside flag stays down. Chance for Zambia. Opportunity and a missed chance. Will Zambia ever score? Wow. And this time around, it was the number 14 for Zambia, unmarked and failed to make it count. Edward Chilufya surely should have taken Zambia in the lead. Look at that chance. Wow. But give credit to Fashion Sakala, who freed himself on the right, and Chilufya failing to place that one in the back of the net. Another cross for Zambia, and yet another throw-in for Zambia in the South African half. That comes from Nota Nature. So we are done for the first 15 minutes of extra time here. But Zambia towards the end had a chance, and sometimes those chances come too hard. So after 15 minutes of additional time, we can confirm it's Zambia new and South Africa new. We're going into the extra 15 minutes of additional or extra time. So the two teams just changing sides. So the next 15 minutes should be interesting, just to see how these two teams end up. So you can see Malepe there just edging his players. Guys, we still have a game on our hands. Mwepu also for the Zambians. And for Zambia, they are yet to make it into the finals of the Under-20 African Cup of Nations finals. South Africa have done that before. And South Africa will get us underway now for the second half of the extra time. Mangani Panda, Sakala, Solomon. But it's South Africa will receive unchallenged. Only now do you see Mwepu. Chilufya. Point forcing a pass there. But now Shebi Mayembe. Alright, now cross comes through. Chance now for Zambia. And the tall ones in the central defense for Amajita. Sandile Mtetwa getting that one. Again, South Africa lacking in terms of support in the attack. But you understand that it's turning out to be a long evening, as they have not played so much in terms of indoor servers, but you reckon maybe the coaches might have prepared them. Chance now for Zambia. Wow! When you expect them to do the easiest of things, this Zambian side, they need to make it count. And this one, Poto, watch it go wide. Must be very frustrating for this man, best of Quicksilver Championship. The former Botswana Defense Force 11 coach. Sakala. Mistake in time to clear that one. Malepe now and provides good cover for his goalkeeper Mpoto. Not an intentional back pass as Sandile Mtetwa was trying to clear that ball. Zambia. Kalunga. And good tackle, was it? But it wasn't. And Patson Daka in pain. And it's the captain, Tertius Malepe, becoming the third South African player to be booked. The Orlando Pirates defender and captain, Tertius Malepe. Look at that tackle, going in strong on Patson Daka. So Malepe joins Wiseman Meiwa in terms of the yellow cards that South Africa have got. Of course, Majaman, who has since been substituted, also got a yellow card. So free kick for the Zambians. The likes of Kodisan have come through to defend. So Mata also coming out. It's a good position for Zambia to get something, but so far, Boykinson, the ones that has got have not maximized it to anything. But this time, it is Prosper Chiluya for Zambia. Free kick for Zambia. Chiluya takes one over the goal! Zambia finally broken the deadlock here. And it's celebration time for the Chipolata supporters. You can see best of Zambia, she can't believe it. The Zambia Republican president celebrating with the past president, Andrew Kamanga. And Hero Stadium comes alive here. Poto can't believe And what a good header coming through from Edward Chiluvya. So finally the deadlock has been broken. The free kick from Prosper Chiluvya. No chance from Porto. And Zambia leads in the second half of extra time. So Edward Chiluvya with the goal. His third one this tournament. It is Zambia 1 and South Africa not leading here. Of course, Chiluvya, that decisive touch obviously making the difference. You can see disappointment by Porto. He has had a good game, but that's not need to touch from Chiluvya separating these two sides. So Zambia and Chiluvya score 1 and South Africa 0. So good reaction for the South Africans. It'll be good to see how they will react to this. They still have enough time to recover and get something out of this game. Mangan Banda with the long clearance. South Africa start at the back again. We've seen South Africa come back in similar fashion, especially when they've been down in some matches. Again, for instance, when Zambia played against South Africa in the COSAFA final, it was South Africa who finished strong. In fact, Zambia had to work extra time. Good play by Zambia in the meantime. South Africa now with Mbule. Looking at the park now with Mbule. And again, I think it's about concentration levels that the South Africans have to show at this stage, because there's still enough time for them to get that important equalizer. On the other side, Zambia also will have to be very careful, because in as much as they're committing players up front, they may just be caught out. Now the goal scorer hoping to bring in across Edward Chiluvya. And a free kick not given there. Play will continue. Advantage Zambia. Chest control is good by South Africa. So play will be stopped because one player looks like we need a bit of treatment. Bunch of action. Mangani Banda for Zambia. So what a rousing rendition that we're getting here. Obviously, it's the Chipolopolo fans that are feeling happy. It's expected that the team is leading. So should Zambia beat South Africa 1-0, which is the first time that we're going to have the results of such obtaining. But South Africa making their third and final change. Wiseman Meiwa, a defensive midfielder, being taken off, and his place taken by Itumele Nshopane. Of course, Itumele Nshopane of Kaiser Chiefs as strikers. We can simply interpret this one, a defensive midfielder out for an attacking player, in this case a striker. And it's Thomas Omoy who wants to get something. Chance out for South Africa! And what good blockade by the Zambians. The Zambians went to sleep there. Charitable defending. This one, Mangani Banda will easily collect. He'll try to take his time to get this one. Mangani Banda. Long clearance by Banda. South Africa allowed to bounce in that area, rather uncomfortably there. With Kalunga putting up pressure on the likes of Bata. But again, a few moments ago, we saw Zambia a little bit in an opportunity for them to have got or a chance to get a second one. But with only advantage given to them, they still went to hit the post straight into the South African defense. Mayembe, that's it. You can see the instructions like, guys, you need to find yourselves in on that area. Maybe the box is indicating. throw-in yet again for Zambia in the South African half. So clearance by Nota Nature Ngobo. Throw-in, quickly take a chance now for Zambia, and Porto collects. He will not allow himself to be beaten twice. And again, you feel for the goalkeeper because there was no serious challenge that came through from Edward Chiluya to connect that free kick that had come through from Prosper Chiluya. South Africa on the attack. And Boyd Musonda, they will be stopped. So we've got a yellow card this time around, and it's Boyd Musonda. Actually, so Boyd Musonda becomes the first Zambian player to be booked as an upper midfielder. So there was Musonda, clear handball, stopping Mule. So South Africa can also get something from here. And Luther Singh for Amajita. The tall ones, Patson Jaga, Boyd Musonda, and Enoch Mwepu are on the wall for Zambia. Clever chip into the box, and this decision going against South Africa. So it looks like we're going to have another booking, and Chiluya getting injured. So play will be stopped here. And South Africa gets yet another yellow card, a fourth one. So this is how the incident happened, as that ball came in, and that arm landing badly, or rather openly, was a Zambian player. So, and it's Mokoena becoming the fourth player to be booked for the South Africans. Maybe issues of frustrations creeping into this South African side. So Zambia, this man's goal is what is separating these two sides. Edward Chiluya with his third goal in this Total under 17. So as it stands in terms of the top scorers chart, it is Luther Singh from South Africa still on 4 goals, Edward Chiluya on 3, Fashion Sakala on 3, and Patson Daka also on 3. Mangani Banda to get the result of free kick for Zambia. Boyd Musonda sneaked away by the South Africans. Nyondo not comfortable playing that one. Let's see what South Africa will be able to offer. Now the break is on by Zambia. Mwepu, Sakala Fashion is calling for the ball. Offside flag stays down. Chance for Zambia, opportunity, and a good save by Porto. Wow. Porto is certainly the difference between the Zambian strike force and what is currently obtaining in terms of the scoreline. But what a good streaking pass from Mwepu. And Sakala at the near post denied. What good goalkeeping from this man on your screen. Porto is certainly the one for the future in terms of South African goalkeeping. This explains why he's been chosen ahead of Sanel Shabalala. So Chiluya with the corner for Zambia. Spot inside, and again Porto undoubtedly putting in a man of the match performance in this semi-final, despite his team trailing 1-0 against Zambia. They come now with Cody-san in the box, and Mangani Banda will try to buy a few seconds before he gets this one going. So disappointment for this man, Thabo Sanoi. But for Zambia, should they get into the finals, it will be a big one, more so that Monday in Zambia will be a holiday. because it falls a day after the Youth Day, which will be on Sunday. So you can imagine if Zambia makes it to the finals, how the fans will come out. But still, South Africa still have something in this. They certainly have a way to decide on whether Zambia will qualify or not. So, knock on Mokoena. South Africa will not wait because they know that time is not their best friend, and that challenge from Zambia's Nyondo. So Luther Singh now, you can see he's decided to take all the set pieces anywhere around the Zambian half. This one, another one into the box, and Mangani Banda just watching that one pass. So we're going to play, already done with the 30 minutes, and so it's now additional time that we applied here, and it's 1 minute of additional time. So 1 minute in the quest of victory or defeat for any of these two sides, but it's Zambia counting down seconds that look like the team that may just make it into the finals, although they lead by a slender, narrow 1-0 scoreline here. Nyondo with the clearance. Almost all the Zambian players have dropped back to help out in defending. Let's see what the last guys the South Africa is able to offer here in terms of the last throw. To the right. Good play, kept into touch by Mokamela. Zambia want the ball to be out of that area. The goalkeeper, you can see, has moved out of his line. Already played the additional 1 minute, and the referee blew the end of the match. So Zambia through to the finals. This man's goal, Edward Chirufya, sees Zambia make its debut in the finals of the Under-20. Remember that on 2 occasions Zambia have lost out at the semi-final stage, but certainly this time around Zambia through, and so we can confirm Zambia. It will be a long night in Lusaka. Chirufya's goal is what is separating these two sides. Zambia has beaten South Africa 1-0. So disappointment for the likes of Mbule, Kodisan. He has been coming in as a substitute, but today things have not worked out. And the Zambian team are through to the finals of the African Cup of Nations. You can see it. They know each other very well, the likes of Prosper Chiluya. And they've been playing each other many a times. So, but congratulations to Zambia, also congratulations to South Africa. I think they put up a good fight. You can see just Chopani, who came in as a substitute, just congratulating the other Zambians. So Chirufya with the goal, and he's actually won the man of the match award, Edward Chirufya. That goal certainly separating these two sides, and Chirufya's goal has sent Zambia through to the finals. So let's wrap it up with the full-time extra time statistics. 48% ball possession for Zambia, 48 for South Africa, 23 shots, but Zambia beating South Africa 1-0. Let's now recap on now the highlights were in the extra time, and this one towards the end of the extra time, the any attempts coming through from Mwepu, but again that one blocked, and this is how it looked like. Surely on that occasion Zambia was presented with an opportunity to get something there, but again question marks about how the South African defense were lining up, because that shot, something similar to what we saw earlier on, and Zambia missing a chance there with Enoch Mwepu obviously bring through, and Daka with that late challenge from Tertius Malepe, and it was from this set piece from Prosper Chiluya, that decisive touch from Chirufya, and Zambia thereby cementing a place into the finals of the 20th edition. But again, no one picking up Chirufya, but an expert taken free kick from Prosper Chiluya, and celebration time for the junior Chipolopolo, because that goal at that stage put them into the driving set. Yet another chance, and this was a good breakaway from Zambia, and what a good spinning pass to the far right from Enoch Kwepu. Fashion Sakala at the near post, and good save from Porto. So that's how the activity has been in the second half of extra time here. But again, extra pass and in Porto at the near post. Zambia are the winners 1-0 here against South Africa. So in the spirit of fair play, clearly all of them are going to the World Cup. Just team spirit there, just having a prayer there. And what great spirit these two teams have shown us, and what great fair play that has been exhibited. So we can confirm that Zambia are through to the final, and South Africa will have to play in the third place, and the loser between Senegal and Guinea will play in the curtain rise at 3 p.m. on Sunday. That will curtain rise the final at 6 p.m. here at the National Hero Stadium. However, tomorrow semi-final 2 is on at 6 p.m. at the Lady Monaco Stadium, and that will be between Senegal and Guinea. So Zambia win 1-0 against South Africa in semi-final 1.